Hey everyone, welcome back to another Beast of the Mesozoic review. Today we're taking a look at the 1/18 scale Dromaeosaurus. Yet again, another huge thank you to David for sending these figures over for these early reviews. The Dromaeosaurus is the last one from those batch of early figures. I have the rest of the Tyrannosaurus coming in when everyone else's orders ship. At the beginning of August, the Dromaeosaurus is also part of that shipment. Now, this figure is still up for pre-order on Creative Beast website for $20. Once it comes into stock, it jumps up to about 26 bucks. If you want to save yourself $6, I suggest you head on over there and pre-order one to save some money. And I'll leave a link to Creative Beast Studios down below in the description. So yeah, we're finally getting some more 1/18 scale Raptor. This one is a repaint of the previously released Dromaeosaurus. The color scheme on this one is based off the Fans' Choice Dromaeosaurus, which came out years ago. That 1/6 scale Raptor series seems like it was forever ago. How much the line has grown since then, and wait till Cyberzoic comes out. That is going to kill all of us in the wallet. But yeah, nice Dromaeosaurus figure. That's one of my favorite in the Raptor series. You can see you have some nice artwork of the Fans' Choice Dromea on the back of the package, and Beast and the Mesozoic logo up here. And on the back of the package with the other figures available in this wave, we have two versions of Velociraptor. Here's the Fans' Choice Dromaeosaurus and the glow-in-the-dark Protoceratops, Atacosaurus, and Velociraptor. And up here we do have some facts about Dromaeosaurus. So enough about the packaging. Let's crack this figure open and take a closer look. We'll start with a nice 360-degree view of the new Dromaeosaurus, another beautiful 1/18 scale Raptor figure. I'm just always impressed by the articulation levels of these figures because they are absolutely tiny. You're going to be very careful with them because the joints are very small. You can see they're just like pegged in with these little pegs right here, so you have to be very careful when you're playing around with these figures. But I absolutely love them. Glad we're getting more. Yeah, they're all repaints of pre-existing figures, but at least we have some more Raptors to add to our flock now. This one is based off the Fans' Choice Dromaeosaurus, which was based off the American Kestrel. So nice vibrant color scheme. It's going to go nicely with the original Dromaeosaurus. This one acts as a male with its bright color scheme, but you have some nice bright blue on top of the head and all the speckling throughout the body, mixing with those brown, whites, and yellows. So yeah, all around, very, very nice looking figure. Love the little bases that they come with, so you can get them in these nice running poses. There's a few accessories that come with these, but we're going to go over those very, very shortly. Now for some measurements, this figure is 4 inches long from the tip of the tail to the tip of the snout, or just under 10 centimeters, and between 1 inch to 1¼ inches tall, or 2.5 centimeters. So Dromaeosaurus in real life was around 6.5 feet long, or 2 meters. So I put this figure nicely in the 1/19 scale range. Now let's take a quick look at the base and accessories that you get with this figure. You can see right here that there is a little peg for this little clasp to hold the foot on. That's how you get to stand up on this base. You have to be very careful removing this. I actually snapped this part off on one of the bases with one of my other figures. So what you want to do is just pop this very, very tiny piece onto your base. You do get an extra one inside the package just in case you lose this, because it's such a small piece. I can see a lot of people losing this very easily. And the second option for the base, you do get this rod and this plastic clasp right here. You can see it right here around the hips. This is a very tight fit. This is how I actually broke off the little peg on mine, by putting this rod on there. So just, apply gentle force, just to get it on there. You don't want to force it too much because you will snap that off. But you can get into some nice jumping poses with this rod. So at least you have a couple display options with it. And you do get a couple pairs of legs. You do have a bent leg and a straight running leg. I actually have one of each currently installed on the Raptor. Here's the straight leg, and on the other side we do have the bent leg. And just to switch these out, you just have to very gently pull on these. Like I said, it's a very small joint. You just want to fit that right in there and just hear it pop into place. But like I said, just be very careful. The joints are very, very small on here. Now let's take a look at some of the finer details on this figure. It's a very hard figure to review because it's so small. I have to zoom in so much with my camera, but such a small figure that packs a lot of paint apps. You can see the eyes painted yellow with a black pupil. You have some nice white for the snout. Clearly see the nostril right there. You have this nice black stripe going through the eye, mixing with yellow, black, browns, and blues. You get some nice blue for the top of the head, and then going down to the rest of the body. You have all this nice feathering details, some nice primary and secondary feathers sculpted on the arms. And let's take a look at the inside. Yeah, this is not my favorite type of review to do because when these figures are so small, it's hard to get details in the camera to focus in on because see all the feathers are really nicely detailed and painted. We got the hands right here with 3 claws, all decked out in black paint. There's some more of that nice brown and black spotted all over the body. Underside is all nice and white. Feet and hands are done in yellow. We got some brown striping along the legs mixing with that white. And we have some beautiful plumage on the tail. Love the pattern on the tail. Yeah, just definitely a much more vibrant color scheme than the original one. So let's go over articulation really quick. The mouth can open up that far. We have some nice details in the mouth. You can see the teeth are painted. Everything's done in a nice glossy pink coloration. The head can move side to side, up and down, and then on the neck joint, up, down, side to side movement on there. And for the arms can swing out. They can move forwards and backwards. I zoomed in so much, my hands look like they're shaking like crazy. They're really not, just really noticeable when you zoomed in this close. Elbow joint right here and wrist joint right here. Like I said, be very careful with these joints. You do have a mid-torso cut for up, down, and side to side movement, and for the hind legs forwards and backwards. And you can see there's a little bit room for a hip pivot right here. Like I said, these figures are so small, they pack a ton of articulation, and you do have a bend at the knee right here. Let's try this one. I think this one's a little more broken in. You do have a nice bend on the knee, and then for the tail, you get up, down, side to side movement. There is no bendy wire in the tail like the larger 1/6 scale Raptor. So yeah, for the size of this figure, the articulation is absolutely fantastic. Moving on with comparisons, here it is with the Hammond Collection Robert Muldoon, and you can just see, Velociraptor was roughly about the same size as Dromaeosaurus, so this is how big they should have been in the movies, but hey, I still wouldn't want to mess with these things. They are just feathery murder chickens. And next up, here it is with the other Dromaeosaurs. In the back over here, we have the original 1/6 scale, and up here we have the newer 1/18 scale. Like I said, this one's going to work great as a male. I might pick up another one of the regular 1/18 scales just to have another female, to have a little flock of these on my shelves. The Dromaeosaurus is one of my favorite from the Raptor series. And next up, here it is with some of the other smaller 1/18 scale figures. In the back over here, we have the 2 Protoceratops, we have Linoraptor, Velociraptor, Psittacosaurus, and the baby Diabloceratops. So yeah, the small 1/18 scale line is coming along nicely. Absolutely just digging these smaller figures. And next up here is a couple ceratopsian species. Dromaeosaurus lived alongside Centrosaurus and Albertoceratops. And lastly, here's a group shot of this round of early reviews. Always enjoy getting an early look at these figures. You got the Bista Reversa and the Chinsusaurus. Absolutely love the Bista. It's just such a fun figure to mess around with. And I also do enjoy this adorable little Dromaeosaurus. So final thoughts on the new Beast of Mesozoic Dromaeosaurus. Hey, you guys all knew this was coming. You see my Instagram. You knew this was going to happen. So yeah, definitely enjoying these 1/18 scale Raptor figures. Like I said, I'm obviously using this one as the male and this one as the female. So yeah, these little Raptor figures are just an absolute joy to play around with. And hopefully David decides to convert more of the 1/6 scale species into the 1/18 scale. I'll be definitely picking those up. And like I said earlier, if you want to pre-order this figure, I'll leave the link down below in the description of the Creative Beast Studios. The pre-order price is $20 once they come into stock, which should be around the beginning of August. They're going to jump up to $26. So if you want to save yourself a few bucks, highly recommend that you pre-order. So that will do it for this round of early reviews. I still got, like I keep saying in all these videos, still got a bunch of Jurassic Park stuff, new PNSO coming in, Holland Good, lots and lots of kinds of stuff I got to review. And I'm in the middle of moving. It's been a few week process. I'm just moving stuff out here and there, so it's been really tough for me to keep up reviews. So I'm trying to do my best. Once I get settled into my new place, I'll have a whole room full of my dinosaurs, and we'll finally get that collection video that a lot of people have been requesting over the years. So that will do it. As always, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, show your support by hitting that subscription button just below the video. Each subscription helps out the channel tremendously and is greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys for the next one.